Yali Madet, welcome, bienvenue. I'm Zia Kermali, and what a thrill and an honor to be here in Hamilton, Ontario, as part of the Sports Arts Festival that we all know as Illume 2023.
Absolutely, Yali Madet. I'm Shahid Devji, and I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited that you out there at home have joined us for the first episode of Illume Daily, where we're bringing you the opening ceremonies live. We're going to be talking to you every day at the end of the day. Illume Daily is a show that you'll be able to watch on YouTube for the next 3 days, and we hope you tune in.
It is buzzing here in Hamilton.
Absolutely.
The vibe is incredible. Everybody's excited, and we're excited to get the show on the road. So without further ado, here is Faizal Khamisa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ya Ali Madat, Ya Ali Madat, Canada. Your Worship, Mayor Howard, Minister of Justice for Canada, Arif Virani, McMaster President David H. Farr, Ismaili Council for Canada President Amarali Kasam Laka, distinguished guests, fellow artists, athletes, friends, families, and of course, all of you joining both in the crowd and on the live stream, a very warm welcome to the Illume National Festival 2023 here in Hamilton. Let's get this program started. First and foremost, my name is Faizal Khamisa. It is an absolute honor to be here with you today. I'm going to get a couple things out of the way right now. This is more of a guideline through the weekend. One, I do not know the score of your favorite sports team, so please do not ask me. Two, this will not be on Sportsnet this weekend. I apologize. For as much as I would love to, we are not going to do that yet. Depends how good you guys play, though. We'll see. Like I said, it is an honor, it is a privilege to be your MC for this momentous occasion, the opening ceremonies for the Illume National Festival. Illume 2023 is a festival bringing the Canadian Ismaili Muslim community together to celebrate talent across both arts and sports as one Jamaat. The festival showcases the community's extensive talents through 18 sporting competitions, esports, and several performing arts categories including music, dance, and creative arts. The festival brings together both Jubilee Arts and the Canadian Ismaili Games, two signature initiatives that helped us identify and celebrate the elite talent we have within our Canadian Ismaili community. Yeah, we can cheer for that because we have a very talented community. We know that. Illume 2023 is also the official qualifying event for our signature international festival, the Global Encounters Festival, to be held in Dubai in 2024. You guys are so good. Illume and Global Encounters hold important goals for youth development, cultivating talent and leadership, strengthening identity, building a strong and united global community, and bringing the diverse global Ismaili community together with our partners across international jurisdictions, including Canada. Don't forget to support the Global Encounters Giving Campaign, which is underway. This initiative, this important one, supports programs such as international camps, Jubilee Games, and Jubilee Arts that bring our youth and community together to celebrate our shared identity and inspire talent. Head to iicanada.org/give to Global Encounters. We have 2,000 participants, 1,000 volunteers, and upwards of 5,000 people attending this weekend's festival here at Illume, which is unbelievable to think about. I would like to acknowledge McMaster University stands on land protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Wampum belts are beads bound onto strings which narrate Haudenosaunee history, tradition, and laws. The Dish with One Spoon Wampum was created to bind the nations of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy to the great law of peace. The dish represents the shared land, while one spoon reinforces the idea of sharing and peace. Let us work together to restore that balance between human and nature that has been the hallmark of Indigenous traditions for millennia. Now, before we begin the formal portion of the evening, I want you guys to make some noise to my guy to the left, making some noise, DJ Epic, holding it down. Now, some of you know this, some of you don't. DJ Epic, or as I call him, Ayaz, and I started a sports website 13 years ago now. I'm sorry to age you, bro. 13 years ago, that became the absolute reason for my job today and his ability to do what he does, both design-wise and music-wise as well. It just goes to show the power of strength in community that our community so often strives in. And I know each and every one of our athletes, each and every one of our artists, and each and every one of you have leaned on support of this community and your friend to help big you up and bring you up at some point as well. The reason we're here and the reason we're all here is because of each other. We are one Jamaat, and we've showed that here today. Give it up for DJ Epic, and give it up for everybody here today. Now, I promise you, if you guys are too quiet, DJ Epic is going to play some cues that's going to get you guys live. We won't do that right now because they're doing pretty well, right? They're doing all right, but we will at some point make you guys make some noise. Now, though, to start, we have a very special guest who's taken time out of her busy schedule to make sure she was here for us today in person for tonight's opening ceremonies. Before her 2022 election as mayor, Angela Horwath spent 18 years serving as an MPP at Queen's Park. But before her time with the Ontario NDP, she was elected to Hamilton Council in 1997, 2000, and 2003. Please help me in welcoming the Mayor of Hamilton for opening remarks.
Thank you, Faizal. Ya Ali Madad. What a fantastic crowd. Welcome to Hamilton, everyone. Hamilton is a fitting choice, in fact, for this national event for the Ismaili community because Hamilton embodies the best of Canada, from diversity to strong values, from commitment to providing an equitable environment to all, and a relentless drive to continuously improve the quality of life for all. And I recognize that these are also Ismaili values. That's why our coming together is so appropriate. The Ismaili community from across this country and the city of Hamilton. This is a partnership that will grow and strengthen for decades to come. I want to say that I know that just recently on July 11th, the Ismaili community globally commemorated 66 years of Imamat. And I'd like to wish you all Imamat Day Mubarak. I also want to say that I'm positive that the Aga Khan must be so pleased with the presence of everyone gathered here today.
No, listen, I know you guys can make more noise for the Mayor of Hamilton. That was wonderful, guys. Give it up one more time. There we go, there we go. And we thank you for welcoming us here in your city, and we couldn't be more proud to be here this weekend. We now have the privilege in participating in an Indigenous cultural ceremony known as smudging. The ceremony symbolizes the cleansing of the soul. Through this process, one establishes a greater connection with their spirit and the Creator. To take us through this ceremony, we have with us tonight Robert and Heather Watts and their son Ronan. Both Robert and Heather are from the... No? Okay, that's okay. Both Robert and Heather are here from Mohawk, from Six Nations of the Grand River. Robert is a senior fellow with First Peoples Group, and Heather is a president of the First Peoples Group. Please keep that energy going and help me welcome Robert and Heather to the stage.
Skanagoga. I'm really happy that the peace is with you. That's what this world needs. And for you to take that peace and to spread it with your family and your community and this country and the entire world. The entire world needs that peace. So let that good thoughts that come from here be spread through all of creation. The other thing I wanted to mention by way of opening is in Canada, we're in this important time. It's called a time of reconciliation. And that talks about our relationship between the people of Canada generally and the Indigenous people. And we need your help. We need all of your help to make reconciliation happen, to support your youth, to make reconciliation a part of your life, a part of your culture, a part of how you're going to exercise citizenship in Canada. Reconciliation is an act of citizenship. So I invite all of you to think about that reconciliation. Yeah, thank you. And I want to say in particular to the athletes and to the artists that you're all role models. You wouldn't be here if you weren't role models. And we need you in particular to manifest that reconciliation, to extend your hand in friendship to Indigenous people in this country. Become friends. Invite them into your community, into your holy places, and we'll do the same. Let's get to know each other.
Thank you, Robert and Heather. We welcome the positivity to move forward this weekend during our national festival. Next up, we have Sophia Rajwani, winner from the 2018 Canadian Jubilee Arts Festival. Sophia is a Toronto and Boston-based vocalist and performs in several languages, including English, French, and Italian. Please rise if you can and join me in welcoming Sophia to the stage for the recitation of O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, qu'à ton bras se porte le pays, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Sophia. Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the athletes starting their march, which means I need to start hearing you guys and girls as well. It is time to acknowledge our athletes and our artists as they march across the stadium. So I ask you all in the crowd, you have your noisemakers and you have your voices. Are you ready to make some noise? That is really good. Really, really good. But I'm gonna need a little more. Are you ready to make some noise? This is your moment. Stand tall, stand proud. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for British Columbia.
Yes, I'm with the people from British Columbia. How are you? Tell me, are you an artist?
You gotta keep going. You gotta keep making noise.
What do you
Give it up
play?
for your athletes. Let's go.
Pickleball, the fastest growing sport in North America.
Give it up for your athletes and your artists from Edmonton.
Yes. That's Edmonton right there, Shahid.
All right, we're with Team Edmonton. All right, talk to me. Athlete or artist?
Athlete.
Athlete or artist?
Athlete.
What are you guys playing?
Track and hockey.
What sport and track?
100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter.
Oh my God, how fast are you?
Not fast.
Too slow. This is terrible. Let's speed this up. Speed this up.
You hear that? The track stars from Edmonton going to make their way to Dubai. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, we'll have to wait until Monday to see who makes it to Dubai and not count our chickens before they hatch. I don't know if you saw me before. I'm wearing my BC Orange shirt. So.
Okay.
And now we have the prairies.
Prairies, yes. So I guess the main goal in all of this, everybody's here in Hamilton competing on a national level, but the hope is to take their talent to the next step, which would be the international competition next year in Dubai, right?
Yeah,
So
the Jubilee Games, what it used to be called, will be Global Encounters now next year, and both athletes and artists are competing to go to Dubai.
We're here for the experience and this atmosphere, man.
I love it.
Go wrong.
See, the prairie's always so, the humility is so inspiring. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks again, Hussein. Hussein is our special correspondent this weekend, and he's at field level.
Team Southwestern Ontario is massive. Okay, talk to me. Are you an athlete? Are you an artist?
I'm an athlete.
What are you playing?
Soccer.
Okay.
plenty of stuff to check out. There's going to be a show tomorrow night as well, too.
Yes, the Illume concert, it's sold out. 2 shows are sold out as we see Toronto, maybe the home crowd here for Toronto.
Here they are. Your hometown team.
So in terms of the athletes, we have a total of 1,687 athletes here and 121 artists. So nearly 2,000 participants here. So many volunteers, so much family. This is just day one, but like you were talking at the beginning about, the vibe is amazing, and I think it's only going to get better as the weekend
It is
goes
incredible.
on.
Rolling up here now is Quebec and the Maritimes. Welcome, bienvenue aux gens qui parlent français, enchanté. A lot of our Jamaat does speak French, so for those French-speaking people out there, here you go. So a way to connect with us here in Hamilton with the Quebec Maritimes team.
Give it up for your national volunteer team. We're talking about for everything this weekend. Give it up for your volunteers.
Okay, this is the national organizing team for Illume. Just sum it up for me. Like, how important is this? How big is this for our community?
It's so big. Like, this is 125,000 hours plus of volunteer time just to put this one weekend together. That's not counting how many hours we put in this weekend.
And why is this important for us? We're bringing arts, we're bringing sports together, and this is just the beginning because it's international next year.
This is the first time we're putting everybody together across the country to put together sports and arts together, which I think is the first time ever.
I would now like to introduce the very special Regina Pipe Band, also one of the winning pieces from the 2018 Canadian Jubilee Arts Festival. The band comprises of members from 3 Ismaili pipe bands in India. Their unique artistry focuses on blending Scottish and Irish traditions with an Indian touch. How's that for pluralism, right? Give it up for the Regina Pipe Band! And now, a lot of you will have seen this man on Friday Night Reflections, probably seen his house through and through from various different settings. But we are pleased today to have President Umar Ali Qasim Laka, the President of the Aga Khan Council for Canada, here with us tonight. Hailing from Mombasa, President Qasim Laka is actually an avid swimmer, I heard. Maybe avid's not the right, a swimmer, but I heard. an activity he engages with in his spare time. Please join me in welcoming President Kasam Laka.
On behalf of the Ismaili community of Canada, I would like to thank the City of Hamilton, McMaster University, and all our sponsors for the support that they have so generously extended to make this weekend's festival possible. This weekend is a celebration of community, of diversity, and excellence. It is testament to the power and potential of art and sport to build bridges, forge connections, and transform lives. Our over 2,000 athletes and artists who are gathered here from BC, Prairies, Ontario, Quebec, and the Maritimes are here as one community to celebrate and showcase talent. Art, along with music, has the ability to surface emotions and insights that sometimes escape words. It can reveal fundamental truths about the world in which we live. Sport stretches the potential of the human mind and body. It serves as a reminder of the virtue of hard work and discipline. So this weekend, let us compete, befriend, renew old connections, and establish new ones. We are here from different regions, traditions, linguistic backgrounds. Let us get to know, support, and cheer for one another. I say to our athletes, our artists, play hard and perform passionately, but do so with respect, with humility. And let us take the spirit of one Jamaat to the Global Encounters Festival in Dubai in 2024. As Canadians, we are blessed to be living in a country in which we can come together in this way. Not every Jamaat has this privilege. So let us extend our support for the current Global Encounters campaign to enable youth around the globe to be similarly inspired and elevated. I say to our artists and athletes, play and perform with your heart and your soul. You make us proud, we are behind you. To the families and loved ones who are here, thank you. This weekend's participants have not made it here alone. It is your love and your encouragement that has made this possible. This is as much your achievement as theirs. And lastly, to our volunteers, your efforts have been magnificent. We would not be here without you. The athletes and musicians may have the spotlight this weekend, but I think everyone will agree you are the most valuable players. And for all of us, may this weekend be one that we will never forget. Thank you.
Give it up for President Saib. Thank you very much. We are also very lucky to have with us tonight Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada, Arif Virani. You guys are already making noise. Arif Virani. Now, they gave me a very formal intro, but I want to share a quick story, and then we will get to, of course, the Honorable Arif Virani. Now, one thing about my parents, and they're here somewhere, hi. You don't need to text me while I'm up here, by the way, thank you. They tend to watch the show I'm on in the morning on repeat for 12 hours, even though it's the same show over and over again. And there are some mornings where I go over to the house and I'll walk in and I'll hear my voice on the television. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit flattering. There was a moment last week I walked in and the television was not set to my show. It was set to a news network, and for very, very good reason. I asked, guys, I'm here, you can turn it back to Sportsnet. And they said, No, our Varani is moments away from being, you guys know, you guys already know. He was just moments away from being appointed Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada, and I could not be more proud to have sacrificed the television to see that moment with my family as well. We are immensely proud of you, and we are tremendously grateful for you to be here today. Please give it up for the Honorable Arf Varani.
First of all, Faizal, thank you. Thank you for that story. Thank you for Faizal's energy. Come on, put your hands together for Faizal Khamisa right here. I think it's really appropriate that we're celebrating sports and performing arts. We got a sportscaster here doing the job of MC and doing it with such aplomb. And it feels amazing to be here. I won't kid you. It feels very gratifying and humbling to be here. I guess the nexus is that President Amir tends to conceive of politics as a combat sport. So I'm doing my own sort of sporting endeavors in the House of Commons in my own little way. But I just wanted to share with you a couple of small words. First, just a thank you and a very humble miigwech to the Indigenous elder that was here with Heather, providing that incredible explanation about the smudge and also the note about reconciliation and what that means for all of us in terms of participating in reconciliation. That's a really important message. I wanted to pick up on sort of the sentiment that was expressed by President Amir and also thank him for inviting me and thank him for his leadership. But also the list of people who put an event together like this together is really quite long. But it starts with those most valuable players that he mentioned, which are the volunteers who are actually dedicated to just serving this Jamaat, serving this community, serving this country in such an incredible way. So thank you to all of those volunteers for demonstrating that seva that we are known for as a community, which is really quite amazing. But to the athletes, to the performing artists, to their parents and family members that are supporting them, to the fellow elected officials that are here, just thank you for being part of this incredible, incredible event. I will be here during the course of the weekend. My mom is over there too, Faizal. My sister and my niece and nephew are over there. Everyone's participating because it is a community effort. So thank you for making this happen. I'm just going to share with you, et je vais ajouter quelques petits mots en français, comme une députée fédérale au niveau fédéral, comme une représentante du gouvernement du Canada. Ça me fait un grand plaisir d'être parmi vous autres. Je parle en français pas simplement pour la communauté du Québec qui est ici, parmi nous autres, mais parce que c'est absolument nécessaire. Et j'aimerais féliciter la dame qui a chanté l'hymne national dans les deux langues officielles aussi, parce que c'est important. Donc merci beaucoup. De rien. But I guess I just wanted to say to you that what's the nexus, right? Apart from jokes about politics, you know, I think the nexus is that when you get to the stage that I'm at, and believe me, I've received a lot of congratulatory messages and I'm flattered by all of them, but none more so than when I get a message from a young person, either from the Jamaat or from another immigrant or refugee community, somebody who's starting their life out here, who says to me quite candidly that, thank you for just allowing me to see myself where you are. Thank you for demonstrating through your example the world of possibilities that is this amazing country. And that actually both humbles me, but also inspires me. Because it inspires me to continue to be a role model to the extent I can for that next generation. And it's really quite an amazing model. And you don't see it any better than when you see a bunch of brown guys from Saskatchewan who are Smileys doing the bagpipes, because I've never seen that before, and that was quite amazing. Shows you just you can be whatever you want in this country, and that's really a beautiful thing. But that comes from somewhere, right? And you don't get to places like me, or places like Amir, or places like so many of you, Faizal, the list is long, my colleague Adil. You don't get there without working really hard and seizing opportunities. And I think that message, that ethos, comes from Hazrat Imam. It's instilled in us with our parents, and it percolates down to that younger generation. But it also comes from stuff like this. Because somebody asked me as we were walking in here, you know, did you ever participate in games like this? And I said, first of all, it was never like on a national basis, from what I can recollect. It was never at such a beautiful venue, and thank you to the president of McMaster for opening up this venue to us. But, you know, in my small way, back in the 1980s, and yes, I am that old, you know, I was at sports festivals playing volleyball. I'm pretty sure I won the badminton tournament. I think there was very low competition that year, so it sort of worked out by luck. But what I learned at those sports festivals is that there's a whole other dimension to the Jamaat, and it is engaged, it is energetic, it is fun-loving, it is athletic, it is believing in participation, but it is fundamentally about hard work and what you learn on the sports field or in your performing arts discipline. Win or lose, you are learning that ethic of putting in the sweat equity. And that is, I think, the most important message. And carry that message forward with you after this weekend and beyond when you go back to your communities, because it is that ethic that allows this community to strive and allows people like me to get to the levels where we are. It is that ethic because you feel the power of the Jamaat behind you. So thank you for being behind a guy like me who came here with a small idea back in 1972 and has reached loftier heights than I could have ever imagined. Merci beaucoup, Chimigwech, and have an unbelievable, unbelievable festival. Merci.
Beyond just the athletes and artists, that is proof that our community can absolutely, like Arif said, do anything if we put our mind to it. Thank you again and congratulations, Minister Varani. He did tell me he could beatbox, but we're not going to hold him to that today. He did mention how gracious McMaster University was and is to host us here this weekend and has a long history of partnership with the Aga Khan Development Network in the Ismaili community in Canada. David H. Farrer is the president and vice chancellor at McMaster University and a faculty member in the Department of Chemistry and Chemical Biology. My parents would have loved you when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. Dr. Farrer joined McMaster from the University of British Columbia, where he served as provost, interim president, and vice chancellor. Prior to that, he served as deputy provost and vice provost students at the University of Toronto. He has authored or co-authored over 80 technical papers, holds 5 patents, and has supervised more than 25 graduate students and postdoctoral fellows. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Farrer.
So on behalf of McMaster University, let me welcome the Ismaili community to our campus. I haven't seen this much energy in our campus in a long time. Thank you all for joining us for this weekend. I hope it is, for you, a pleasant weekend, and I hope you enjoy the competition. I also want to acknowledge the volunteers. I'm told there are about 1,000 of them who supported us through this weekend, and so I'll thank them for their incredible work. And on behalf of the entire McMaster community, I hope you have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you at the International Games in Dubai in 2024. All the best.
You guys doing all right out there? I promise you, we have a special surprise coming up at the end. In fact, we have a few of them going on over the next little bit. Thank you again for Dr. Farr for being here today, and thank you for extending your warm welcome to this Ismaili community and His Highness the Aga Khan and the institutions of the Aga Khan Development Network over so many decades. Now we turn, not that it hasn't been already, to the entertainment for the evening. Our first performance is by MISA, not the McMaster Ismaili Students Association, but the Montreal Ismaili Students Association. Oui, de Montréal. Their piece today, Voyage, a story about a young girl leaves the comfort of her childhood home to embark on an adventure. Despite being confused between fear and excitement, she gains strength and courage, meeting new friends along the way. They become united through their shared experiences and faith. Through this piece by Sadia Akademi, it pays homage to the rich heritage of the Quebec Jamaat coming from all over the world, notably from Afghanistan, India, Kenya, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Syria, and many more. As a community, we form such a unique mosaic where individuals matter and become stronger together. Give it up for the Montreal Ismaili Students Association.
असली पिली पाके ओ पलम तोड़ दे भरम छोड़ दे घबराना बजाए तू दूर से होन क्या दिल के सारे बटन खोल दे खुल के बोल दे सह मेरे हो ना बता दे तेरा आज है प्लान क्या
आज बिजली भी गिरवानी है फायर भी लगवानी है जो तू आके बेबी हमरे साथ मां आ के कमरिया मिला दे नजरिया मिला दे कमरिया आजा गोरे आजा छोरे नाचो 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 वीर नाचो 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 यार नाचो 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 वीर नाचो nacho, 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 yara nacho.
You guys got to make more noise for the Montreal Ismaili Students Association. Great job, guys. Great job. Little RRR tribute at the end. Love that. Next up, we have the distinct pleasure of welcoming all the way from his home in Mumbai, Jishan Ali Thobani. Now, Jishan is a Bollywood music director, composer, and singer renowned for his exceptional talent and versatile contributions to the music industry. Beyond his work in the entertainment world, he's been instrumental in creating anthems for notable cricket teams. Now, joining him today is Nirav Surani, a singer with a true passion for music. We have Dr. Noreen Sumar, believe it or not, is a physician by profession and passionate about the arts. Fatana Mansoor, a talented singer, and lastly, Zahid Damani, a composer, singer, and also a physician. Now, there are a lot more people here as well. We have 40 dancers from across the nation, 20 Beit Illume students from Hamilton. We have an entire mosaic from across the country, across the world, uniting for this performance. I need everybody in the crowd to make some noise for what you're about to see. Give it up for all the little ones joining us on stage as well.
Hello, Illume. No, that's not the. Hello, Illume. Okay, one more time. Hello, Canada. Yay. So my name is Jishan Ali Thobani. I am here all the way from Mumbai to dance with you, to sing along, and enjoy the night. Are you guys ready? Should we start? Bismillah.
It's a time for celebration. It's a time for love. Let our hearts beat together, together as one. Let me hear you singing. It's a time for love. Let me see you dancing, together as one. चलके जो खुशियाँ आसमानों से है, रौनक दिलों की तो देखो. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ, we are together. Sing along. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ, we are together. One जमात. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ, we are together. One जमात. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ, we are together. One जमात. Assalamu alaikum, ya Ali Madad, Karif Haluka. nous brillons comme les étoiles dans le ciel. Nous chantons, nous dansons, nous brillons d'une lumière. Rangilo maro dil hai gayo re. Rangilo maro.
I need to see the Garba behind. Jishan Ali Thobani.
Ekta ni dhun par jumi rayo re. Rangilo maro dil hai gayo re. Bhasha alag chhe, पहरवेश अलग पर सामनो छेकरा.
You guys ready to do it again? Come on, join us. Let's stand up together and sing this to end the night.
हम साथ साथ we are together one जमात. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ we are together one जमात. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ we are together one जमात. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ we are together one जमात. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ we are together one जमात. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ we are together one जमात. हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ we are together one जमात.
हम एक हैं, हम साथ साथ we are together one
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for the much-awaited torch ceremony, and then a special surprise to wrap up the night. Many of us see the Olympic flame as a symbol of life and a competitive spirit of the Olympic Games. At Illume, the torch symbolizes competitive spirit, and it too represents life, unity, and the competitive spirit of the festival. So now, I'd like to call upon to the stage, as we have them all ready to go, Shafina Hassam and Alam John Mahmoud, our lead and deputy lead for Illume Canada, as well as our torch and flag bearers from all our regions for the official launch of Illume 2023. And while we're doing that, I promised you we would have our phones out. I want you guys to get your flashlights on and wave it in the crowd so you can be part of this illuminating process as well. We're gonna do this to the Illume 2023 theme song, Find Your Light, which was inspired and written by Farah Mita and her talented team of artists. All of you will know Farah as a stalwart in this community. Her talent has shown through many, many years, and we are fortunate to have her chanting and being part of this song today. So when chanting Time of Our Lives, we're also affirming and setting the intention for this festival and all festivals to come. Let's welcome British Columbia. Let's welcome our representatives from Edmonton. Our representatives from the Prairie. Our representatives from Southwest Ontario. Our representatives from Toronto. Look at him go. Look at him go. Our representatives from Northeast Ontario.
Give it your all and forget the rest.
And our representatives from the Quebec and Maritime region. We also have our representatives from our volunteer team and our leadership team here.
Here we go, we're ready, ready to live our dreams, let go of every day. Let's go, get ready,
request everyone to gather that in an Olympic Games with Market Open. So I think we can officially declare Illume 2023 ready to go. Make some noise for all of you out here and make some noise for Illume. And make some noise for your leadership as well, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I've been teasing this for a while, been teasing this all night. We have a special performance coming your way. I know, I know it's late, I know there's no chai here right now, so you guys are getting tired, but I promise, if you are leaving, you want to stick around just a little bit longer because we are just a couple minutes away from what will be a truly, truly magical performance. We are so excited that this is what was chosen to conclude the opening ceremony. I'm gonna give you guys a countdown and we're gonna get the show on the road. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is one of the coolest things I have ever seen. Give it up, guys. That was unbelievable. And it caps what's been an unbelievable night, and it leads into what's going to be an unbelievable weekend as well. I can't get over how cool that was, man, and how cool our community is. I know it was a long night, and I know it's hot out here, and I know some of you want chai. So all I want to do is say thank you to everybody for being part of this tonight. This brings us to an end of our program. Make sure you check out iicanada.org/Illume for a schedule of events happening. Illume Canada on Facebook and Instagram for stories and posts throughout the day. We want to say again, good luck to the athletes, the artists, and the coaches. May the force be with you. Be safe, everyone. Please follow the directions from the volunteers. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Good night, and Ya Ali Madad.
Wow.
What can we say?
Do you see this? I have the chills. I have the absolute chills. That was so magical, so magical, so touching. I really want to echo that sentiment that you feel here in Hamilton, one Jamaat. We're all together here as one, and we're competing against each other in a friendly way, but at the end of the day, we're all family.
Absolutely, and if you couldn't make it to Hamilton to join us here, and I know there are a lot of you at home watching on the Ismaili TV and who will want to stay tuned in to what is happening here this weekend, you can do that in many ways. Faizal just mentioned it. Following Illume Canada on social media is one way. And if you do that, then you will be able to tune in to Illume Daily, which is our daily recap show, which is going to be happening at the end of every day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
And let me tell you, we're not sleeping either. We are going to make sure that you don't miss a thing. We're going to be on the ground.
We are going to work hard.
Yeah, I'm talking to athletes, talking to organizers. We're going to get you the nitty gritty, all of the details that everything that's happening here. It's just incredible.
There's a lot of inspiration here. I think it was Minister Varani that said the inspiration is what somebody thanked him for. And if you tune into the show and you follow social media, you're going to see some of that inspiration. Hopefully you'll be inspired at home and you can share that with friends and family and the rest of the Jamaat across the country.
We want to thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's been our absolute pleasure to have you along for this exciting ride. And let's echo it. Let the games begin,
Let the games begin.